Are you wanting to try gardening, but you're working with a very limited space? Maybe it's an apartment balcony, a patio, or even just a sunny windowsill? Container gardening may be the perfect option for you. It has many benefits, including space saving for those with limited space, mobility to move around whether you're moving from a rental or just moving around the space you have. You also deal with fewer pests and weeds, as well as more control over the soil quality. The first step to a successful container garden is to choose the right container. Now, of course, you want to take into account the amount of space you're working with, as well as the type of crop you're trying to grow. Garden containers can be made from a variety of materials, the most popular being plastic, clay, and fabric pots. Plastic pots are fairly lightweight and easy to move, as well as coming in a variety of sizes and retaining moisture well. Clay pots are breathable, which helps with drainage, however they tend to dry out more quickly, so you may need to water more often. Fabric pots or grow bags are a great option as they are lightweight, drain well, portable, as well as being more affordable than the options mentioned above. However, they do tend to dry out much more quickly than any of the other options mentioned above, requiring frequent watering. Another important element of a successful container garden is choosing the right soil. Garden soil is not suitable for containers. Instead, choose a high-quality potting mix, which will ensure both good drainage and the ideal nutrient balance for container plants. A good potting mix will contain ingredients like peat moss or coconut coir for moisture retention, perlite or vermiculite for aeration, and compost for nutrients. Recently, I've started using pine bark at the bottom of my grow bags as well as mulch to aid in moisture retention. Of course, do your own research as pine bark can change the pH of your soil. Straw may be another great option for you. The third step for a successful container garden is to select the right vegetables for your containers. Several great options include leafy greens such as lettuce or spinach. They don't require deep roots, making them a great choice for smaller containers. Herbs like basil, cilantro, or mint grow well as they also have shallow root systems. You also can do tomatoes and peppers. Look for varieties that are labeled for patios or compact, as these types of plants stay compact and produce a great yield in a container. Carrots are another great option to grow in deep containers. Just make sure your containers are a depth of at least 12 inches for sufficient growing room. Now that you have your containers, soils, and plants, it's time to get started. Fill your container with potting mix, leaving about an inch of space from the top. Follow the planting instructions for each vegetable. This can usually be found on the seed packet or a tag. And make sure the seeds or plants are appropriately spaced to allow for proper growth. Container plants dry out faster than garden plants, so consistent watering is extremely important. Water your plants deeply and regularly, especially during hot, dry weather. Make sure your containers have drainage to prevent waterlogging. If you're unsure whether your plants need water, stick your finger into the soil. If it feels dry a couple of inches down, it's time to water. Since nutrients in container soil can deplete over time, it's a good idea to fertilize your vegetables frequently. Use a balanced organic fertilizer to feed your plants and be sure to follow the instructions carefully. Most vegetables require at least 6 to 8 hours of sunlight per day. Place your containers in a sunny spot, such as a southern-facing balcony or patio, to ensure your plants get enough light. Regularly check your plants for any dead or damaged leaves and remove them. Pruning can help encourage healthier growth and prevent disease. One of the most rewarding aspects of container gardening is the ability to harvest fresh, homegrown vegetables. The timing of your harvest will depend on the type of vegetable, but most plants will start showing signs of maturity as they near their harvest window. Be sure to pick your vegetables when they're ripe. This will taste better and encourage further plant production. With patience, creativity, and a bit of effort, your container garden will flourish, offering you a steady supply of delicious homegrown vegetables throughout the season. For more tips and tricks, visit my blog at andreashealinggarden.com.